Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be testing out and reviewing the brand new palette from Tati Beauty. This is the Textured Neutrals Volume 1 palette, and as soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. Now this is a new brand from Tati Westbrook. She's Glam Life Guru here on YouTube, and I really trust that she came out with a really awesome palette. Like, my expectations for this, for the way that these eyeshadows perform, are really high, because she is, if you know her and if you've watched her, if you've seen any of her makeup videos or any of her makeup reviews or like her product reviews, you know that her standards are really high, and she is very I want to say perhaps a little critical of like makeup, because she does try it so often. So she does review a lot of makeup, which is why her expectations are probably really high, and because it is her who launched this new palette, this new brand, my expectations are really high. I really like her, but I'm gonna try to take that out of my head, and I'm solely going to focus on the quality of this particular palette. So how do the colors blend? What type of pigment do they provide? Do they blend well together? Do they work well together? Do they build up well? Like that kind of thing. I'm only going to focus on how these are going to perform on the eye. I've already gone ahead and I've touched some of them. They feel really nice, but how do they look? That's the main question. How do they look? How are they going to perform on the eyes? Because you can look at finger swatches all day long, which I do plan on showing you all finger swatches, but you can look at those all day long, but still not exactly know what they're going to look like on the eye, whether or not, you know, they are going to look the same as they do in the pan on the eye, that kind of thing. Finger swatches are always very, in my opinion, misleading, because a finger swatch can only tell you so much. Now, when you apply with a brush, that's different. That's completely different. So let's go over some of the basics before we get started with like swatches and an eye look using this palette. It retails for $48 US. You get 4 different textures, which are all labeled right here along the side. So you get your mattes row, you get your sequin row, you get your metallic row, and your pressed glitters row right here. This is the row that I am the most excited about, because you can take a basic look, like a simple, basic, toned down, everyday look, and turn it into something that you could wear at night. New Year's is coming up, holidays are coming up. You can wear it with a pressed glitter, and it's going to change the eye look completely. It's going to just make it to where it goes from like, you know, pretty simple to like bam glam, you know? So that is what I'm the most excited about, that row right there. You get 24 different pans all together. I really love the layout of this palette, because each column is like its own individual eye look. If you really look at it, like this all goes together, this goes together. So this column is called the Poet. This one is Aura. This one is Soothe. This one is Story, Ritual, and of course Memory, which this looks like a really intense black. You have a really good variety of warm tones, some cool tones. You can really play around with this. I can see myself using this on a regular basis if it works out for me. Like, if these perform to my expectations, I can see myself reaching for this on a regular basis. Not something that I'm just gonna grab once, review it, and call it good and kind of like toss to the side. This one is absolutely gonna be a staple because of all of the colors that are so wearable on a regular basis. That's what this provides me with, and that's definitely what I'm looking for. And also, check out this mirror. Like, I can see my whole face. This mirror is huge. It is a big mirror. It's the size of the palette, which is not small. The exterior, very sturdy packaging. I thought that it was going to be something really like light, cardboardy, but no, this feels almost like plastic, but you can tell it's not plastic. And it also has like that matte, like plasticky feel that the NARS brand has. That's what this feels like. All right, so I've gone ahead and I've rolled up my sleeve. I'm going to swatch each individual column, going down like this. So I'm going to do glitter, metallic, sequin, matte, and I'm going to do that, 6 times. So let's get started with the first column, Memory, right here. So I'm going to grab the matte first. Ooh, she is dark. Holy cow, this is an intense black. Girl, that's like my sweater. That is an intense black. I don't see myself needing too much of this on the eye in order to get it to look really, really dark. So I think I'm gonna go pretty light if I do use the black for today, because it seems like with that one, a little goes a long way. Next is the sequin in the memory column. So let's see here. So yeah, this one definitely has some glitter, as you can see here, which I don't know if I love that too much because it does seem like a matte with some glitter in it, but how are you really going to apply that without the glitter going everywhere, you know? Perhaps I will try one of these sequin colors today, but I'm not really sure how I'm going to work with that one without the glitter kind of going everywhere with the matte staying in place. I think I've seen something like this in a ColourPop palette that I had, and I didn't really like it because of the fact that the glitter is mixed in with some matte or with a matte shade. It makes it kind of hard to work with because it's not like it has any adhesive, so like what is it really adhering to? Nothing. So when you place it down, the glitter just kind of goes everywhere, and that I don't like that. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to play with that or if I'm going to play with that row, but maybe I will, I don't know. All right, next we're going into the metallic from that column. I love it. Wow, it's a really beautiful blue. And that one I would certainly use my finger for because it does feel very, very creamy and it just looks super, super intense after applying it with the finger. So I think that's how I would use it. Now for my favorite row, the glitter row. Look at that. This is gonna look good. This is gonna be good. I already know it. Yeah, so that definitely has some adhesive in it. So it's those pressed glitters that you just have to grab with your finger and then place it on your lid and you're good to go. So this is memory and it is beautiful. Okay, so next we're moving on to the ritual column. I'm gonna start off with the matte again. That's what that looks like. Beautiful brown. Definitely needed. Sometimes I prefer brown over a black, just because it's not as intense. Next, moving on to the sequin. Again, it has like little specks of gold glitter, which I mean, it's beautiful, but I don't know how well that's gonna look on the eye or how well that's gonna work on the eye. Next, metallic. Beautiful. Love it. And last but not least, the glitter. Oh, how gorgeous is that? How satisfying is it to like do the glitter? I really like that. So there is Ritual. Oh, stunning, stunning. All right, now moving on to Story, which is this one. Wait, this one here. All right, so here's the matte. Beautiful. Here is the sequin. These are like gold flecks of glitter. Here is the metallic. Ooh, I love that one. That one looks kind of like a coral shade. And here is the glitter. Beautiful. All right, moving on to Soothe. This is the matte. This is the sequin. The metallic. Ooh, that one's gorgeous. And the glitter. Yes, please. I think so far this column is certainly my favorite. All right, next is Aura. So this column here. Let's start off with the matte. Ooh, this one feels like really, really creamy. A lot of these feel really creamy, but this one really like made me stop for a second. All right, so this is the matte. Next is the sequin. Oh, that one's gorgeous. I hope this one works out. It's not picking it up on camera, like you can't really see it, but the flecks of glitter that are in this one are so beautiful. They're like a rose gold, and I really like it. Next is metallic. And last one is the glitter. Ooh, this one is kind of like holographic. I can certainly see the rainbow. Wait, is it changing? Yes, that one looks hollow, like hollow glitter. It's beautiful. All right, so last but not least is Poet, this column right here. I'm very excited about that one because that looks gorgeous, especially the glitter. All right, so let's start off with the matte. Ooh. Followed by the sequin. Ooh. Now the glitter in that one looks purple, and that's my favorite color, so I approve. Next is the metallic. Gorgeous. And last but not least, the glitter. Oh yeah. And this too has purple in it, the glitter. I really like it. There you have it. Gorgeous. All right, so now that we're done with the finger swatches, let's actually dive right in. Let's get into this palette. I cannot wait to start applying all these on my eyes. So let me zoom you all in. Let me scoot up a little bit, and then that way we can get this eye look started. All right, so let's get started with this eye look using this gorgeous palette. I can't get over how huge the mirror is. Like, this is gonna be so easy. So let's get started. I am going to grab this shade right here from the Soothe column, this matte one. That's what I'm gonna start off with. Now this does seem to have just a tiny bit of kick up. You can't even see it, but just a little bit. I'm gonna tap that, and then I'm gonna apply that here along the crease. This is gonna be like my transition shade on both eyes. I love a nice warm tone neutral shade, like a light warm tone neutral for the transition, because I feel like it works with so many different skin tones and with so many different eye looks. So I'm so glad that she included something like this in the palette. And look at that. It's blending super nicely. Gonna grab a little bit more. Just gonna continue to blend that into the crease. And I'm gonna try to use a lot of these eyeshadows. I'm gonna try to use as many as I can to create one individual look or one single look. All right, next I'm gonna jump over to Story, and I'm gonna grab this matte shade and apply that onto the eye here along the crease, just a little bit further down than the previous eyeshadow. Wow. The pigment on these is crazy. It's like super intense. So all I've been doing, instead of like swirling my brush in these, they seem to be like pressed pigments because they are so pigmented. You don't need a lot of the product in order to get like really nice color payoff. So all I do is I literally just tap my brush, and that's it. That's all I use. Or not tap it, but I just kind of like apply pressure, and then that's it. And that's all it takes, and look at that. So this isn't taking much effort at all. All right, so far 2 for 2. Let's keep it going. I don't know if I mentioned, but the brush that I was using for the previous 2 eyeshadows is my E40 Tapered Blending from Sigma. So I'm gonna switch brushes now. I'm actually gonna grab a diffused crease brush. This one is the E38 from Sigma, and I'm gonna grab Poet. Oh, this one, ooh. So this one you definitely have to just press, tap, and go. Okay, not too crazy, and that's good, that's all right, because I tapped it off, I'm sure. Okay, I'm gonna try to concentrate this eyeshadow here in the crease. I love it. I mean, like, you can't deny the pigment is there. Color payoff is crazy. It's intense. I love these mattes. And I'm not having a whole lot of trouble blending these eyeshadows together. That's one thing that I always try to focus on. Here, I'm just gonna go back with my other brush in order to blend it out a little bit further, more here along the edges. But that's one thing that I always focus on, is whether or not I'm gonna have a hard time blending them out. Some eyeshadows, depending on the formula, you're gonna have an awful time. Like, it's gonna be so hard to distribute the product evenly and diffuse it in the areas that you want to diffuse it, and concentrate the product in certain areas. Like, it's really hard sometimes depending on which eyeshadows you're working with. This one, you're good. You're good with this one. All right, next, what do I want to do with this look? I think I want to take it in a different direction. We're headed in like really warm cranberry direction. I think I want to go back to being a little bit darker. So I'm gonna actually grab Ritual, this one right here, the Ritual from the Ritual column. I'm grabbing the matte shade, and I'm gonna take that with my E25 blending, and I'm gonna put more color on my eye. We're gonna try to play with as many of these mattes, not so many shimmers, because obviously like you can't put a lot of shimmer on top of shimmer on top of shimmer on your eye, but I'm gonna play with these mattes. You know what, instead of this matte, I'm gonna try to play some of this. Let's try to play with the sequin, with one of them at least. Let's see here. Okay, all right. So yeah, as I expected, there's not a whole lot of glitter left after you place it on the eye. I mean, very little, you can see it here, but not a whole lot, which is fine. All right, so far so good. Taking it in a deeper direction. All right, so we're gonna go even deeper with this, and I am gonna try the black shade here from the memory column. Just gonna grab a little bit. Ooh. I have a feeling this is gonna be pretty intense. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that is an intense black. Like, super intense black. You don't need a lot in order to get like crazy color payoff on these. I'm simply pressing my brush like one time. It grabs very little product, but look at this. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. I'm in shock. All right, next I'm gonna try a metallic on the lid, and then I'm gonna top it off with a glitter. Now, which metallic are we gonna try, and which glitter are we gonna top it off with? I think I'm going to try, let me see here. I think this is the winner, this one right here. So we're gonna go to the Aura column, and I'm gonna grab the metallic from that with my finger and just apply it onto the like inner third of my mobile lid area here. All right, now you know what? I think I'm gonna mix another metallic here. I think I'm gonna mix it with the Soothe metallic. This one here. I'm gonna grab some of that, and I'm gonna apply it right on top. And then I'm going to grab, for glitter, I'm gonna grab from the Soothe column here. I'm gonna take a little bit of this, not too much, just a little bit. And I'm gonna apply it here along the center of the mobile lid area, just to give it a nice pop. Now, if you are going to be working with the glitters in this palette, I do recommend that you don't do your face before your eyes, because as you can see, I have glitter kind of all over the place. So I have to go clean that up. I'm gonna re-moisturize the skin or re-moisturize the face, and then I'm gonna apply my foundation, concealer. I'm gonna take care of all of that off camera, and then I'll come back in order to continue to work on the eyes and to finish those off using this beautiful palette. So I'll be right back. All right, so now I am back. Foundation is on, concealer is on and set, and of course, false lashes are in place. It is time to finish the rest of the eyes. I'm gonna start off by grabbing my jumbo eye pencil. This one is from NYX in the shade Black Bean. And I'm just gonna run that along the waterline here. But I'm only going in about like, I don't know, 3/4 of the way. I'm not going all the way in to the inner corner. Now I'm gonna grab my pencil brush. This one is the E30 from Sigma. And I'm gonna go back into the palette and grab the matte shade from the Ritual column. And then I'm just gonna pat that on to the lower lash line. It's just gonna kind of blend with my liner. All right, I cleaned off the brush a little bit, and now I'm gonna grab the matte shade from the Story column. And I'm gonna do the same thing. So just patting it along the lower lash line. And then I'm gonna grab the matte shade from Soothe. And I'm gonna use that to blend it out. Blend out everything along the bottom. All right, now I'm gonna take a clean pencil brush from the Aura column. I'm gonna grab this shade right here, the metallic shade. And I'm gonna pop that here along the inner corners. All right, and then finish it up with mascara. All right, so this is the finished look, and I decided to pair this nice dark bold eye with a nice dark bold lip. In case you're curious as to what this is Underdog from Fenty Beauty. Is their little Stunna lip paint. So what do we think about the palette? I am super happy with my purchase. I am glad that I made it, and I'm glad that I was able to get my hands on it so early on because I know she did sell out. Overall, I love it. I love the way that these eyeshadows worked together. I love everything about the shimmers, everything about the metallics, everything about the glitters. The only thing that I would suggest is, as you can see here, if you're gonna apply the glitter and you don't want it to move around, I would suggest applying a glitter glue underneath where you place the glitter. Once you apply the glitter, it doesn't stay put just in one area. You do get quite a bit of glitter all over. I did have to clean off the under eye area in order to get the glitter off of there and just all over the face. So that would be my only suggestion, is to apply a glitter glue before you go in with the glitter. However, the glitter is just beautiful. And the fact that she just has this whole top row of glitter to complement each column, Yes. I love that. The metallics are beautiful, and I love the fact that you just have to grab it with the finger and then you apply it onto the lid and you get such an intense shine, like such an intense, like true metallic eyeshadow on the eye. And they are so soft and buttery that they're very, very easy to work with. And once you apply it onto the lid, it just delivers such shine. It just looks beautiful, and it'll complement a lot of different eye looks that you can come up with here. Overall, she did a really good job. For this being her first launch, she did a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful job. I love it, and I will continue to use it. This is certainly a palette that I can see myself using on a regular basis, more so because of this row right here. Like this one right here, this little column, the Soothe one, it's such an everyday. Like these two right here, you can just mix them and then they can give you like such a beautiful everyday look. And then if you want to add a little bit more or like deepen it for nighttime, you can go over here to like these three or just like these three. It's just the possibilities. The possibilities are endless. So that completes today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly hope that you enjoyed today's product review and makeup tutorial, makeup tutorial, and that you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on future videos. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram, where I absolutely love to interact with you all. As always, take care, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye.